Today's deadly police shooting. An officer was injured and a man is dead. Action News Live at 3 begins with this breaking news. A violent confrontation escalated into a shooting that left one person dead and that officer wounded. Hello and welcome to Action News Live at 3 o'clock. I'm Ricky Cheese. We are getting new details about how this all unfolded and the condition of the officer. Police say that a motorist fired a shot that grazed an officer before he was shot and killed by return fire. This all happened during a routine traffic stop. We're told that the motorist opened fire this morning as one officer in a two-man patrol unit approached a gold Jeep Grand Cherokee on busy Sahara Avenue, several blocks west of the Las Vegas Strip.
Metro had their rifles and guns aimed at the suspect in a Jeep Grand Cherokee. The driver's door was open at that time. He was leaning across the console with his feet hanging out. I saw a law enforcement officer sitting down, laying down at that point.
He was injured.
Yes, he was, and they were calling out to the suspect at that time, not knowing what his condition was, and it seemed like a movie going on. I mean, it was happening right then.
That was a witness that came on the scene after the shooting happened. The wounded officer was taken to University Medical Center. He was alert and in stable condition. He's since been released from the hospital. Our team coverage now continues over at UMC, where that officer was treated. That's where we find Action News reporter Stephanie Zeppelin. Stephanie.
Ricky, Sheriff Joe Lombardo came over to UMC today to give us some more information about the officer. Of course, the biggest thing is that he is okay. His injuries were non-life threatening. It was a graze wound to the neck, though, which means it was a very close call. An inch could have made the whole difference between this story ending very differently. The sheriff says the officer recently graduated from the police academy and is still considered a trainee. He was out doing field training when this all happened, but Lombardo says he sees a very bright future for this man.
It was absolute relief that he's doing great, and he will be successful. He's going to continue to have a great career because his attitude right there in the hospital is fantastic.
The sheriff came out today in full formal dress because it was already a very busy day for the department. Today they laid to rest their former sheriff, Ralph Lamb. They also had a ceremony for Medal of Honor and Medal of Valor recipients. So a very busy day for the department already. And we're just past the year anniversary of the shooting deaths of officers Beck and Soldo. So all very significant. A lot of stress on the department, a lot of pressure on the department. But today it ended all well. Live at UMC, Stephanie Zeppelin, Channel 13 Action News.
Thank you, Stephanie. This has been a very incredible, bizarre story. This routine traffic stop going terribly wrong. In fact, it's one of the most dangerous police actions an officer can take. We'll go out live now to the shooting scene for Masa Saidi for more on that. Masa.
Hi there. Well, 5 hours later, we want to show you the scene here. It's still a very active scene. A lot of police still here investigating. Now, we did just get an update from Captain McCarthy, and we got a lot more details about exactly how this police-involved shooting went down. Captain McCarthy says it was about 9:30 this morning. Uniformed officers inside a patrol car attempted to stop a gold Jeep here on Sahara. This was just for a minor traffic violation. Initially, they say that gold Jeep did not stop, but eventually it did right here close to the intersection of Lindell. Officers say that suspect, a white male, got out, started yelling, at some point saying that he was going to shoot himself. Officers directed him to get back into his vehicle. He did. At that point, officers walked up. Again, the man said something about shooting and killing himself. Some sort of struggle ensued after the man reached for his gun in his car, and that's when shots were fired and an officer was grazed in the neck. Another arriving officer is the one who shot that suspect, and that suspect died at the scene. Again, this press conference just happened about 10 minutes ago. We're going to have a lot more details for you coming up at 3:30. For now, we're live on Sahara and Lindell. Masa Saidi, Channel 13 Action News.
Thank you, Masa. Folks, stay with Action News for continuing coverage of this developing story. And remember, you can always get updates anytime on our Facebook or Twitter page. And as